need my rune energy fully charged to execute this Reveni.
I don't know why this is like $99. Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Matt again, and welcome back to Matt Again. So this is going to be another gaming rant video. I haven't done one of these in over a year now, so I want to say that this is sort of a juicy one. I'm not going on any script or anything like that, so this is just my opinion, my thoughts, my thought process. So if it's a little bit jumbled around, just bear with me. You'll sort of understand why my mind is all jumbled in this regard. So what is Extinction? Extinction is a game that basically tries to create a game within Attack on Titan. Now I'll get more into that in a moment, but basically think of it like this. Attack on Titan, you got two walls, you got a bloody Titan trying to like destroy the town or whatever, right? This game is basically that, but remove the walls and add mountains. Game-breaking concept, right? No. Not in the slightest whatsoever. Now, you would think taking out Titans, or in this case, Reveni, these massive orc-like creatures, or giants, or whatever you want to call them. Yeah, you'd think that this combat would be great, but it's really not. Now, at first glance, you might think, oh, you got to take out the armor, or at least the game tells you to take out the armor before you can kill the Reveni, right? But you don't actually have to do that. If you can get to the top of a building, or just, you know, simply run up its leg and then get to its back and sort of chop its neck off, then you're fine. But it's not as easy as that. You can't just go, I'm gonna cut this thing in half, I'm gonna cut the neck off of this dude. No, you gotta do stupid little side missions within that to get this meter growing. I don't understand what the point of this is, because if you start killing these like little green ogre sort of gremlin looking creatures, then this bar sort of goes up a little bit. But to get that to go up faster, you have to go to these portals or crystals or whatever the hell the game wants to think these are, and you save civilians, because civilians go towards this portal. Basically they just spawn at this portal when the portal activates, and enemies for some reason also spawn next to it. I don't understand that whatsoever. Obviously, when you get invaded by a Reveni, you would think that these creatures would be coming in the same direction as them, would you not? So if the Reveni is here, you would think that these other creatures would be at its feet, or sort of like dispersing from its feet, yeah? Or like, the player can't really see that, so it will obviously spawn behind them and then just walk forward, whatever, right? But no, that's not actually what happens. What mind boggles me the most is the fact that you see these crystal things, you see this light, you go towards it, there's none of these creatures nearby, or there might be one or two, but then you get closer, and it spawns more next to you, or at the crystal. Huh? Why? Why? Why does it do that? Can you like give me a reason as to why it would do that? I don't understand why enemies spawn directly next to the thing that I need to get, right? It makes no sense. Now, the other thing that makes no sense to me is that I got to the 3rd level, and so you kill one of these things, and then 2 more spawn. But what's weird is that it doesn't actually, or from the way that I play the game at least, it doesn't actually spawn a lot more of these crystals, so you can get your magic bar or whatever it wants to be. You can't increase that, so you can't kill the Reveni. So basically I'm left in a loop of, I can't beat this level because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and I just, no, it's just not worth $100. It really isn't. I don't care whether there's, you know, 5, 10 different levels within each chapter. I really don't care. When the levels themselves don't have enough content for me to be engaged with, and just constantly getting angry at the fact that the NPCs within the game, or, I don't know, the people talking to you, so this king bloke and some other woman constantly yell at you saying, oh, my city is being destroyed, or my kingdom is being destroyed, or you're doing this incorrectly. I'm 100% aware that I'm playing the game incorrectly. You don't have to tell me every 5 seconds that I'm doing something wrong. That is the most irritating thing about any video game whatsoever, And the fact that this game does that constantly, and if you, rather than sort of, like, this is how I picture it transitioning from you killing one of the Reveni and then, you know, walking a little bit, then it's like, oh, there's another one coming, or two more, or whatever, or to tell the player that there's more being spawned. Rather than going, oh, there's more being spawned, but you're also watching this little thing for like 10 seconds, and they're also destroying the city or the kingdom at the same time, so you're losing percentage watching this stupid cutscene. Rather than doing that, why can't they just go, oh, there's more spawning? Like, you're telling me that I'm playing the game incorrectly all the time. Why can't you just do that? Why do you have to tell me that there's more spawning with a cutscene while I'm watching them destroy the city? It just doesn't make any sense. Now, yeah, you might be thinking, well, it's to make the game a little bit harder. So, what's your problem? Yeah, I get that, but, you know, when you're watching that thing and you're losing about, I don't know, 2 to 5%, you're also losing these crystals, because I'm on the other side of the map and they spawn on this side, right? So, for me to get from one side to the other, by the time I get there, all the crystals that were near the Reveni to start with, or the new Reveni that spawned, are all gone anyway, so I can't do anything. So, yeah, maybe I'm just playing the game incorrectly, I really don't care, but it just wasn't, and it wasn't engaging enough for me to, you know, want to go back, want to engage with this level, want to understand what the world is like, because there literally is no story other than the very first cutscene. You know, at the start of every level, it does this little back and forth dialogue that's not even a cutscene, and it's just freeze the game, do this little back and forth, like, little dialogue sequence, and then the player can actually play the game, rather than, oh, the player is playing and they're also talking to you. Why can't you just do that like every other game in the world? Why do you have to be so different? Why do you have to pause the game and then have this dialogue thing? It's just boring. It's boring to watch, and it doesn't add anything to the game. This is yelling at me all the time, and it just gets so irritating. That's why I'm talking so fast right now. That's why I took the game back. Well, took the game back with my girlfriend, because she bought it for me for my birthday, and I just didn't want to deal with that shit. Yeah, you're probably thinking that I'm ungrateful, but would you want to play a game that your girlfriend paid $100 for that's total garbage? I don't think so. I don't know. Let me know what you think about Extinction. I've seen some reviews of this game already, and it's like getting anywhere between a 5 and 7. No. This is not a 5 and 7 game. I don't care with your IGN, GameSpot. I do not care. This is not a 5 to 7 game. This is boring, and that bitch needs to shut up. Oh my god. The amount of times in one level that woman was just constantly yelling at you. It's just distracting. It takes me out of the experience, and I just don't want to play it. Obviously, since I took it back. But yeah, let me know what you think about Extinction in the comments below. Do you think I'm being a little bit harsh? I don't think so. I'll show you about a 30-second clip of how many times that person was actually talking to you and telling you that you're playing the game incorrectly. But anyway, my name is Rant, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Wow, that game was terrible. Oh, man. Extinction is doing so poorly on Steam, it doesn't even show up on the front page, or even when you try to search it.
If too much of the time... The people of Delorum shall be indebted to you, Reveni.
If you want to support me, you can head over to patreon.com/madagain. Thank you to everyone that's currently supporting me.